Hi everyone, myself Sivan Kumar. I'm a Kaggle expert and machine learning engineer. In this video, we are discussing about tuples. So first of all, what is tuple? Tuple is a collection of objects and data, and it is a immutable. Immutable means we cannot change anything, guys. Like as a simple term, आप हॉस्टल से घर जा रहे हो, ओके, एंड आप एक ट्रॉली बैग लिए हो जिसमें से आप अपने इंपॉर्टेंट डॉक्यूमेंट्स, ड्रेसेस एंड और भी सामान इसमें से डाले हो, बट आपकी मम्मी ये बता चुकी है कि आप इसे रास्ते में कहीं पे ओपन नहीं करोगे। मीन्स आपकी मम्मी ये साइन कर चुकी है कि आप इसमें कोई भी चेंज अपने रास्ते में नहीं करोगे, इसे ओपन नहीं करना है। सो दिस इज द टपल गाइस, इट्स immutable and we cannot anything in tuples. Okay, next, what is the difference between list and tuple? When you are going to an interview and your interviewer asks me, tell me about difference between a list and tuple. So first of all, list is a mutable, like we can change anything. अगर आपकी मम्मी आपको ये नहीं बोल चुकी होती कि आप इसमें चेंज नहीं कर सकते हो, तो आप इसमें से कुछ खाने का सामान निकाल भी सकते थे, खाने का सामान डाल भी सकते थे, और भी कुछ कर सकते थे. सो वी कैन change this. Okay, so this is the list is a mutable and editable, but in tuples are immutable. Like आपको एक बार असाइन हो चुका है कि आप ये चेंज नहीं कर सकते हो, मीन्स आप ये चेंज नहीं कर सकते हो. So list is a mutable and tuple is a immutable, guys. And second, list are slower than tuples and tuples are faster than list. And third difference is the syntax. We have assigned list is the brackets and tuple is the parenthesis. Okay, so let's start the coding parts. So first of all, we have assigning the empty tuple t is equal to simple parenthesis and print t. Okay, and you can see it's our output is empty tuple. Okay, next, and if you check the types of tuple, so you just write type of t and you can see it's our output is tuple. Okay, next, we have assigned any integer in tuples or any string. If you assign only a string and only a integer, it's totally up to you. So first of all, I just assign t equal to in parenthesis 1 2 3. This is the integer and I just print t. So you can see our output is 1 2 and 3. Next, you can also assign the mixed value, like you can assign in one parenthesis like integer as well as a string. I just assign t equal to 1 is the integer value and 7 is the string value. You can also assign the floating point number. Okay, so I just print this. You can see our output is, first output is the 1 7 and 3.4. so it's totally up to you. You can use the only a single value like a integer, only string and only floating points number. Okay, and second, nested it, like you have a sorry, nested tuple. So आपके पास एक ट्रॉली बैग है, आप ट्रॉली बैग में आप डिफरेंट सामान रख सकते हो, लाइक आप ड्रेसेस रख सकते हो, इंपॉर्टेंट डॉक्यूमेंट्स रख सकते हो, खाने का सामान रख सकते हैं, और भी सामान रख सकते हो. सो आई जस्ट assign tuple in tuple. I just first of all I assign in string value, second also I assign in string value, and next I just assign list. In tuple you can also assign the list value. like आपके पास एक बड़ा ट्रॉली बैग है एंड उस ट्रॉली बैग के में आप एक छोटा सा ट्रॉली बैग भी डाल सकते हो. ओके, सो I can just assign a list and also I assign a tuple. Okay, and I just print this. You can see our output is Sivan, Subham. This is the tuple and sorry, this is the list and this is the tuple, and you can check the type of T. Type of T, it's a tuple, guys. Okay. Next, it's totally up to you. You can assign a parenthesis. You can use the parenthesis and you cannot use the parenthesis. It's totally up to you. So I just write first of all parenthesis T is equal to parenthesis. In parenthesis, I just assign C1. So you can check the type of T. It's a integer, string. And next, I just use T is equal to C1 and I just print T. You can see our output is C1 and I just check type of T, then our output is string. It's the same thing like this. It's totally up to you. You can use the parenthesis and you cannot use the parenthesis. Okay. And this is the another thing, guys. You can need a comma or not. It's optional. Like if you use the comma, our output is nothing changed. You can see this is the type of T and this is the tuple, guys. This is the another type. You can see. First of all, I just assign the T is equal to C1 string and I check the type of T and I just print T. You can see our type is tuple and our output is C1. Next, in parenthesis, you can write multiple strings. So I just assign first T is equal to C1 and second string Shubham, and I just check type of T and you can see our output is tuple. Next thing, assessing element in tuple. This is the indexing, guys. Like I just assign T and in parenthesis I just assign some integers name. Like first I just assign C1, then Shubham, Sasi and Sanju. And how can I print Shubham? So this is possible. I can use the indexing, guys. So I just first of all write T is equal to, and in you can use a tuple and list anything. I just assign if you start with the left hand side. If you start with the left hand side, then is indexing start with the 0. Like S is the 0 indexing, H is the 1 indexing, I is the 2 indexing, V is the 3 indexing, and A is the 4 indexing. And if you start with the right hand side, guys, it start with the -1, -2, -3, -4, and so on. Okay, so I just print. First of all, I just assign the T and in parenthesis, I just assign some name and I print T of the value 1. Means our index 0 is C1 and index 1 is Shubham. So our output is Shubham. Okay. Next, negative indexing. You can see this is the right indexing, start with the 0 and left indexing start with the 0 and right indexing start with the 1. So I just assign print of T and in T I just call -1. -1 means this is the right indexing, so I call -1 Sanju. Okay, so our output is Sanju. Next, nested tuple means you can store in trolley bag, big trolley bag, in a store you a small trolley bag. So I just assign, first of all I just assign ABC in our tuple, and then in tuple I can store another tuples. Okay, this is our first indexing, guys, and this is the whole tuple is our second index, guys. Okay, so I just print first indexing. So in index, it's ABC is the 0 index and this is the whole tuple is our 1 index. So I just call print T of 1 index. So our output is the whole Shubham, Sasi and C1. And if I print index of 1, in index of 1 I just print 2. Like this is our first index like 0 and this is our second index like 1. So in second index I print the second value, means in second index this is the 0 index and this is the 1 index and this is the 2 index. So I just call print of t of 1 in 2. So our output is C1. One more time guys, I repeat this. This is the, I just assign first of all t is equal to our t is equal to, in parenthesis I just assign ABC is the first index like 0 and this is the whole tuple is the second index like 1. Okay, so I just call print of t first index, in first index I just call second index. So this is our 0 index and this whole is our first index. So I just first of all call the first index and in first index I call the second value, like in first index our second value. So this is the 0 value, this is the 1 value and this is the 2 value. So our output is 2. Okay, next I just print t of 0 in 2. Like this is our 0 index guys, and in 0 index A is the our 0 index, B is the our first index and C is the our second index. So I just call in 0 index 2 second, in 0 index second indexing. Like first of all I call the 0 index and then I call the second index. Okay, so our output is C. Okay guys, next slicing. First of all I just call the some integer value like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and I just call t in 1 4. So it's start with 0 and in the last value is the n minus 1. Okay, so I just first of all I print t of 1 4. 1 4 means this is our 0 index, this is our 2 index, this is our 3 index, this is our, sorry, this is our 0 index, this is our 1 index, this is our 3 index and this is our, sorry guys. First of all I just assign 1 is the our 0 index. I just, this is the, I just open the paint and I just t is equal to, you can see where to start, is to start with the 1. So first 1 2 3 4 and 5 and so on. Okay, so I just start with the left hand side. So 1 is the our 0 index, 2 is the our 1 index, 3 is the our second index and 4th is the our 3 index guys. Okay, and 5th is the our 4th index. Okay, so I just call 1 to 4. 1 to 4 minus 0, start with the 0 and end with the n minus 1. What is our n value guys? Start with the 0 and end with the n. What is our n value? N is the 4 guys. So 4 minus 1. What is the value our guys? 3. So it's start with the 0 index and our output is 0 to 3. Sorry, 1 to 4. So our output is 2 to 4 guys. Okay, so our output is 2 3 and 4. You can see it start with the 0 guys and end with the 4. Okay, so our 4 index is the, our output is 5. I just change this, 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. So it start with the 1, this is the our 1 index and end with the 4th index. So 1 or 4. So I just n minus 1 start with the 0 and to 1 minus n minus 1. So 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. So our output is 2 to 4. Same thing, it's a negative index. guys. So it start with the right hand side, and I just call T. This is the showing our whole the row column, guys. Okay, and -1. -1 means our output is, this is the -1 and this is the -2. So it start with the 0 and end with the -2. So n -2, guys, our output is 1 to 5. Okay, and it's print third. I print the print element from starting to end. Okay, so I just call first of all print T of just simple braces and this. So our output is 1 to 7. This is the whole output. Okay, next, changing a tuple. Tuple is the, guys, immutable. I will tell you again, tuple is the immutable. We cannot change anything. So first of all, I just assign t is equal to parenthesis in some integer value, and in parenthesis I just assign one tuple variable like bracket. In brackets I assign 6 and 5, and I will change our two value is replaced with x. Okay, so then I will print. You can see our output is type error, means tuple object does not support item assignment. So what is this means? We cannot change in tuple, guys. Okay, it's a immutable. Next thing, I just assign the value t is equal to some integer value, and in integer value I just assign tuples, sorry, list, and in list I just assign 6 and 5. This is the our integer value. But you know, tuple is the immutable and list is a mutable, so we can change this value. This is the list, guys. Okay, so I just assign first of all t of 4 index. So this is the our 0 index, this is the 1 index, this is the 2 index, this is the 3 index, and this is the whole list is the our 4 index. So in 4 index I can change the first value. First value means 5. Okay, this is the 0 and this is the 1. So I just write t of 4 of 1. Okay, means our 4 index in the second index is replaced 5 to 7, and I just print t value. You can say our output is changed. We cannot change in tuple, guys. We can change in list. This is the list, guys, and this is the whole tuple. Okay, and this is the list, so we can change the list value. Okay, next, concatenating. In tuple we can add, we can multiply and divide anything. So I just write first of all, this is the first tuple and this is the second tuple, and we add this. Okay, so I just assign t is equal to first tuple and plus t is equal to second tuple, and I just print this. You can see our output is 1 to 6. Next, we can multiply. Okay, so first of all I assign in tuple, and in tuple I just assign some string and it's multiplied by 4. So our output is 4 string. Okay, next, tuple deletion. Okay, so I just call first of all assign t is equal to some integer value in tuple, and I just call del function to use the our whole tuple. So I just call del dot t, and you can see our output is deleted. I just call add more column, and you can see t is the nothing, like name t is not defined, so it's deleted, guys. Okay, we can use del function to delete the our output. Next, tuple count. So first of all I just assign t value in tuple, and I just assign some integer value, and I just call print of t dot index of 3. So I just call the what is the value of our third index. So this is our 0 index, this is our 1 index, this is the 2 index, and 3 is our 3 index. So I just call t dot index of third, means index of third is the what value is the percent. So I just print this. You can see index of third is the our output value is the 3. This is the index of 3, guys. Okay. Next, in tuple membership. So first of all, I just assign the value 1 to 8. Okay, this is the integer, and I just call 4 in t, means 4 in t means 4 is the percent in our tuple or not. Okay, so I just call print function and 4 in t. So I just print this. You can see true because 4 is the percent in our tuple. Next, I same thing. I just print of t in 4 in 9 in t, means 9 is the percent in our tuple or not. So you can see 9 is the not present in our tuple. So you just print false. Okay. Next, some built-in function like how to we check length of the tuple. So first of all, I just assign the tuple and check the length of the t. So you can just call the length function and check the value of t. So you can see our output is 8. It start with the 1 to 8. Okay. Next, sort function. So first of all, sort function is used to sort the all value. Like I just assigned 50, 60, 80, 20, 30. So it's the when we call the sorted function, it start with the smallest value to the highest value. Like I just assign first of all t is equal to some integer value, and I call the sort function and I print. You can see our output is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Means it's our output is the sorted value. Okay. Next, first largest element in a tuple. So how can we find out the what value is the largest value in percent in our tuple value? So you just call the max function, okay, and our output is t. Sorry, 9. Okay. First of all, I define the tuple and just call the max function. Okay. Similarly, you can check the which value is the minimum value in percent in our tuple. You just call the min function, guys. And same thing, if you add the all the elements, you can just call the sum elements, sum function. Okay. So that's all about in this video, guys. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Thank you all.